At my job interview, I heard the CEO tell HR hire him, but don't mention the office building is being demolished next month. What the hell did I just hear? I was sitting outside the HR office at Sterling Financial, reviewing my notes for what I hoped would be my dream job, when those words drifted through the thin wall. The CEO's voice was unmistakable. I just spent 20 minutes discussing my 5-year career goals with him. Now he was planning to deliberately deceive me about the building's future. I pressed my ear closer, my heart pounding as I tried to process what seemed like an elaborate scam designed to exploit desperate job seekers like myself. The HR director, Linda, was responding with genuine concern. But Mr. Garrett, isn't that fraud? If we hire him under false pretenses, knowing the building will be demolished, we're lying about job security. He's been unemployed for 6 months and really needs stable work. Garrett's response made my blood run cold. Linda, we need someone to handle client transfers during closure. He's perfect for the role, and if he thinks it's permanent, he'll work harder. We'll give him severance when the time comes. The conversation revealed devastating details. The building had been sold 6 months ago, with demolition scheduled for January 15th, just 8 weeks away. They needed someone to manage the closure process but couldn't afford legitimate temporary rates. Garrett explained with disturbing logic. Temporary workers demand higher pay. Contractors want upfront payments we can't afford. By hiring him as permanent staff, we get dedicated work at standard rates during our critical transition period. Linda's protests were quickly dismissed. Look, we've done this during closures in Detroit and Phoenix. By the time he figures it out, everything's wrapped up. 6 weeks severance experience on his resume. It's better than most temp jobs. The conversation revealed I wasn't their first victim. They'd used this strategy multiple times across different locations, always managing to avoid serious consequences. When Linda called my name, I walked into her office trying to decide whether to confront them or gather evidence. She smiled warmly while discussing benefits, retirement plans, and career opportunities she knew were fictional. Health insurance kicks in after 90 days, she explained enthusiastically, knowing the building would be demolished in 60. She showed me organizational charts and 5-year projections that were pure fantasy, designed to make me believe I was joining a stable company. I secretly activated my phone's recording app while playing along. Linda discussed expanding client services and building relationships, knowing my actual job was shutting down operations. When I quoted salary expectations based on permanent employment, she agreed immediately, planning to pay me for less than 2 months. She outlined mentorship programs, training seminars for February, and promotion timelines. Every word a calculated lie to make me believe this was a career opportunity. Garrett returned to formally offer the position, shaking my hand while welcoming me to the Sterling family. He discussed my bright future and professional development, outlining training programs beginning after New Year's when the company wouldn't exist. He mentioned the Christmas party and March performance reviews, events that would never happen because the building would be rubble. The hypocrisy was overwhelming as he painted a picture of long-term stability he knew was impossible. I accepted with false enthusiasm, then immediately contacted an employment attorney. The lawyer confirmed this violated state and federal laws requiring honest employment disclosure. We prepared complaints while I documented everything during my first week, gathering evidence of systematic fraud that had been targeting desperate job seekers for years across multiple office closures. Sterling Financial faced $180,000 in fines. I received a $35,000 settlement, and Garrett was forced to implement honest hiring policies. The investigation revealed years of this practice, always providing just enough severance to discourage legal action. Sometimes the most important information comes from conversations you weren't supposed to hear, especially when employers exploit desperation with promises too good to be true.